Hello everyone out there. Once again, this is Frank.
And this is Leonard.
Thank you for watching the Whisky Anonymous podcast, video channel, and anything else you want to call it. Once again, we have Mark from KOVAL. Say hello.
Hello.
And I said hello. Hello. Anyways, so this is part 2 of our 3-part series of tasting of KOVAL, which just came into the Philippines as of yesterday, and it's being launched right now as we speak. So this one, we're going to be tasting the bourbon, right?
Yeah, this is the bourbon.
All right, do you want to say anything about it first before we get involved here?
Yeah, so again, 100% organic, made in Chicago. We're using grain from Illinois. And then the cool thing about this is it's not your traditional Kentucky bourbon. The mash bill's totally different. We're in Chicago, we do things a little bit differently. We don't want to be a beam. So it's 51% corn, and then the rest is millet, which we just tried on the last episode.
Oh, really?
So
right.
It's definitely like a funky, different bourbon, but really has that sweetness to it.
We'll just give it a little bit. I think I don't want you to get too involved before
tonight.
Yeah. Well, unless you want more.
Okay.
So it's a mixture of corn and millet.
Yeah.
No rye,
No rye, no wheat.
Oh, okay. Now
Wow, that's different. That is very different. So it looks like the founder really likes his millet.
Yeah, and like we actually weren't gonna make a bourbon until we were making the rye, we were making all the other grains, and like this was one of our most recent whiskeys that we launched.
Okay.
But that was like 7 years ago or something. But,
Right.
Yeah, and this was a little higher in ABV.
Whoa.
It's at 47%, so a little bit of water will open it up too.
Oh my gosh, that's
So this one says aged under 4 years. You mind saying what the age on this one is?
Yeah, so they're all 3 right now at least. The millets are all a little older.
Okay.
I can probably tell you there's like some numbers in that, but
Yeah.
they're all at least 3.
One thing I'm noticing, wow, you actually barrel number and it tells you what exact barrel number for each one. Wow.
Yeah, so each barrel number has to track back to the grain that it came from. So that's part of our organic certification. Like every bottle has to track back to the farm where everything came from. So
Nice.
crazy.
That's awesome though. I mean, it's great that you can track that, compared to maybe other companies. Maybe they're too big to be able to do that, but
It's really what we have to do to keep the certification. So
right.
again, when I go home, like next week, we have an organic inspection coming up. They're gonna grab a few bottles off the shelf, and we're gonna have to tell them where everything came from.
Wow.
So it's fun.
That's also good because you can track things back. I would say you want to avoid what happened with Chipotle, right? When they went organic.
Poor Chipotle.
And I love Chipotle so much. But yeah, poor Chipotle. They're not in the Philippines, so I can't, I won't get in trouble for saying anything bad. So.
what is the closest we have to Chipotle?
There is Moe's.
Yeah, Moe's. There you go.
Moe's Southwest from Atlanta.
I was gonna say El Pollo Loco or something.
No, the Pollo Loco closed down here a long time ago. Yeah, the only major one besides Moe's is Taco Bell, and there's only a few of those. Yeah, you can't even get it in our neck of the woods. Meaning like
Chili.
we're at
Right now.
Yeah, you have to actually go a few kilometers, maybe like 6-7 kilometers north. But with Manila traffic, that could take you 30 minutes to an hour.
So shoot. No late night Taco Bell.
No late night Taco Bell, man.
No, this late night Taco Bell. I got guys like calling me at 8 o'clock. You want to go to Taco Bell? We'll get there by 11.
That's true. No, in the Philippines for late night, Philippines, it's great because things are just open late. It's like, I guess, I'm not sure what time is alcohol cut off in Chicago?
On the weekends, like, I don't know, you can drink pretty much till 5 sometimes.
Really?
If you're determined.
If you're determined. Yeah. There's after hour bars and all that stuff.
Yeah, some places have like some later licenses. But
Oh,
usually like 4 on the weekends and then like 2 or so during the week.
Wow, that's not bad.
It's like you guys here, though, like 2 a.m. and 3 a.m., right?
4 a.m. even.
4 a.m.
Yeah, depending, like some clubs 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I used to stumble out with daylight up and like, oh, really? I didn't. Well, that was in my younger days. I'm no spring chicken anymore. No.
Yeah, you're on kind of varsity blues, right?
Oh yeah. There's some wandering out there. All right.
Nice tip, since I already took a sip. Take a small sip. It is not going to blow out your taste buds, but it will get. This isn't more of a taste bud thing. This is more of a taste thing because the wood's really up front on this bourbon.
Yeah, it is.
Just so you don't get shocked by the bitterness and the strong wood flavor. You take a big gulp and you might kind of gag it. So take a small sip first, just so your taste buds get aligned. Then you can appreciate a bigger sip later.
It's spicy.
Yeah.
The wood you on this is fantastic. It's a lot of it, but it's so unique because it's fresh. It's a really nice fresh wood, not at all like the wood sense you get from ex-bourbon barrels, like when it goes into Scotch.
Right.
This is really like what you get. This is unique to new wood.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I don't really get much vanilla at all.
No.
Like, with a lot of bourbons, obviously, you get a lot of that vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's really the wood. And like whether you like it or not, you're going to get a bit of that resinous, fresh resinous, more on the bitter side, more on the tannin side, type of.
Yeah, it's a little dry.
Yeah, a little dry, but I love it.
The dry comes like late though.
Yeah, like right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, what's going on? Usually when you get dry, as soon as you sip, maybe within a few seconds, you're like, oh, I need some water. Right now, like 10 seconds. Oh.
but it makes me want to like take another sip.
Yes. Oh man, I'm thirsty. Oh darn! I gotta drink more.
That was just fine.
Because the millet being the second grain on there, it makes it unlike any bourbons I've actually ever had.
Yeah.
I cannot compare this to any other. You know, with other bourbons, you could say, well, it's a wheated bourbon, so you get similar taste with this, and this.
Yeah.
You don't get that at all.
And that was really like something we really wanted to do. We didn't want to be a Jim Beam. We didn't want to be like a makers. We wanted to kind of have our own kind of style, our own kind of bourbon. The other thing is there's so many other people like selling the same whiskey, you know?
Yeah.
That, you know, 75% corn, 20% whatever, and then 5% malt mash bill kind of thing.
Yeah.
We just really wanted to make it like our own and our own style.
Nice. Your own, yeah, it was great. And how long, you said this is a newer part of your line. How long has the bourbon been around?
I think 6 or 7 years, yeah, so it's been there for a bit.
Been there for a bit.
In the beginning though, it was all like single grain, single barrel whiskeys. These are all single barrel as well, but we're doing like all single grain line for
Nice.
a long time.
Oh, I gotta ask, do you guys do distillery tours at all, or?
Oh yeah, if you're ever in Chicago, come on by.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you see everything. We have distillery for you to see, and we're pretty much running it every day of the week. So.
Well, that's awesome.
How big's your team?
We have altogether. There's probably about like 40 or so people.
Okay.
But a lot of them are like sales reps or people
Right.
that are doing like tastings, consumer events in various cities. In the distillery itself, we have 7 people pretty much that are there.
7.
So you guys run the still day and night. People working the bottling line.
Right.
You know, a little bit of everything, packaging.
Of course, yeah, the whole. But still not bad.
No, it's not good.
Yeah, that's a decent sized team because
Yeah.
Well, I mean, 7 working the distillery
Yeah,
itself,
7.
which is actually quite small. I mean, I think we were told at Highland Park at one point had 2 or 3 guys.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the automation of it all
Yeah.
allowed that, but that's
Yeah,
really
well, I mean,
anybody.
7 is a pretty good size. I mean, considering, I'm assuming you don't have cooperage.
Yeah, so we don't make our own barrels. They
Right.
all come from
So-
Cooperage in Minnesota, called the Barrel Mill. But yeah, still, you still need people to like put everything in bottles,
Yeah.
you know, and fill those barrels.
Yeah,
run
no,
the
I was-
equipment, make the mashes.
I was going to say most Scotch distilleries I can think of have about 13. The last couple we talked about have about 13 people,
Yeah.
but they have their own cooperages.
Yeah.
So that includes coopers in there.
Yeah, and we're like
So-
adding like the whole packaging part. So a lot of these
Right.
other places will ship the booze out to like a packaging company.
Right.
Right.
You know, so or someone will do that.
Right. So you actually package it yourself, bottle it, and all that.
Yeah, a couple things happening like in this like.
Oh wow.
This is wonderful. It's weird because I can't compare it to the Millet either.
No.
For me, it's a completely opposite.
No.
Not opposite, but just different direction.
For me, I could see where
The
the millet
evolution.
effects. I can
Yeah.
see, how kind of the stack.
Yeah.
You know, but there's hints of the millet from this.
Yeah.
That's in there, and you can, but it's actually been quite wonderful.
But I've actually told the different audiences, like I said, like well, people I've introduced the millet to are not the people I've introduced the bourbon to, and vice versa.
It's a quite also, I mean, not as light as the millet, but still a quite light bourbon compared to many others.
Yeah, it's definitely like drinkable. It's not gonna make your face kind of like cringe when you take that first.
But it has enough ABV to be a good punchy bourbon.
47,
yeah,
right?
Wow,
47,
yeah.
yeah. So it'll hold up in like a cocktail or something too.
Oh,
Chocolate cube ice.
really and truly, I usually don't say, oh, hey, guys, buy this, I love it. But this is one of those things that just subjectively blew me away.
Yeah. No, it's wonderful. Anyways, anything else? Should we say anything or?
I don't know. Come try it. Yeah.
Come try it.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
You have 3 hours to get
3
here
hours
and
and-
get up Whisky
And
Live.
when you see this, it'll be already done. So.
Follow the view now.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for part 3, where we will be tasting the KOVAL rye. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye bye.